Hello, and welcome to Suffolk County Council's training presentation on safe scouting in the unit and managing unit activity risk. Let's begin. There are many parts to the scouting program, from lions to venturers and posts, all working together to provide for the development of our youth in accordance with the mission of the Boy Scouts of America. But no part of our mission is more crucial to this success than the unit where the program is delivered, where youth physical, moral, and leadership development occurs. It's easy to see that with all the diverse activities occurring in these different units, safety is a common thread and a top priority. Everyone needs to be aware that our age-specific programs are not without risk, so nothing is more important than safety. Everything we do in scouting has some element of risk, so we take precautions to alleviate or lessen risk to an acceptable level. With some activities, the risk of injury is such we don't allow them at all. All this needs to be taken into account when a unit plans and engages in its program. This training presentation provides a streamlined process for every unit to deliver its program with safety being the top priority, while remembering that fun is an essential part. Each unit can better achieve a safe program that includes appointing a unit safety champion who will advise and coordinate with the other adult leaders to make sure we keep our youth and our adults safe. But how can units do this? There's a lot to consider to keep our program safe, from common sense to the guide to safe scouting. A safe scouting program means reducing the possibility of injury to an acceptable level, avoiding the chance of injury wherever possible. Safety in scouting is the top program priority. To help units with this, a unit safety champion is a unit's internal safety resource who becomes familiar with National Council and local council safe scouting requirements, help with what's required for age-specific activities, and what activities are not permitted in scouting because of the possibility of injury is too great. Key is that we keep youth safe without forgetting that having fun is a key program component. Keep in mind that keep it simple, make it fun applies to safe scouting in the unit, just as any other part of your unit's program. Said another way, keep it safe, make it fun. First, can we eliminate the risk of injury in scouting? I suppose we could do something like this, but this is scouting, so the answer is no. There is risk in everything we do in and out of scouting. Just walking out of our house has risk, so we lock our doors. Riding in a car has risk, so we wear seatbelts. What do we do to make scouting safer? Well, that depends on the activity. However, to alleviate the risk of injury, we should work toward identifying and assessing risk in planned activities. Work to reduce risk with appropriate safety protocols. Prepare to react if something adverse happens. A much wiser man said it best. Isn't this what scouting is all about? It's our motto for a reason. We need to remember that be prepared applies more to adult leaders than youth. So what does this mean to unit leadership? What should leadership always be concerned about? Foster safe scouting consciousness at all times. We want to keep everyone safe. Nothing is more important. It's the key point of our mission and this presentation. What we mean by foster is to create awareness and a culture of ongoing thinking about safety, so that safety is not an afterthought. Awareness that all program activities have some level of risk. It should be everyone's part in both the planning process and program delivery. This includes the need to teach safety awareness to our youth as well. Review each of your unit's activities and events. Take time to do a quick but thorough safety review as part of all of your planning and program delivery. It's always a good idea to take this step to make sure nothing slips through the cracks. Get to know your district safety champion. We will talk more about this later, but it's really code for know that there are people and resources out there that can help you keep activities safe. Name a unit safety champion. Someone who's responsible for monitoring safety in the unit, is familiar with BSA safety requirements, and advises unit leadership on maintaining a safe environment. There's more to come on the role of the unit safety champion in this training session. So, who is responsible for safety and risk assessment by identifying, preventing, and managing activity risk in Scouting? Everyone. Uniform leaders, unit committee members, parents, and youth. All have responsibility for safety. There's an old saying, everybody's responsibility becomes no one's responsibility. If everybody thinks someone else is taking care of things, you run the risk of not getting it done. So that's why a thorough activity review is a good idea. How do we help everyone to have safe unit activities? Have a safety champion in your unit. What is a unit safety champion? A unit safety champion is a registered adult who becomes familiar with BSA Safe Scouting requirements. Not that they have to get everything memorized, but becomes familiar with the resources available and, just as important, keeps track of all the changes that occur. And these days, change is happening a lot. This person works with unit leaders, parents, and youth to have fun and learn safely. As is often said, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. It's not about being a killjoy, but someone who can work with the leaders and with the youth in creating a culture of safety. What is the role of the unit safety champion? A unit safety champion keeps a watchful eye on activity planning and program delivery. A unit safety champion helps keep safety front of mind. This person works with unit leaders, parents, and youth to promote having fun while learning safely. Again, not being a killjoy, but remember, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. But you want someone who can coordinate with the unit leaders and with the youth in creating the culture of an age-appropriate, safe program. Your unit safety champion can be in addition to an existing position or a dedicated standalone position. It's based on your unit size and available volunteers. Work toward giving safety its due. Help unit leadership deliver safe scouting. We want to be safe, not just in planning, but in safe program delivery. That's where safety counts. All this brings us back to safety is everybody's job, the joint effort for everyone's safety. If the unit safety champion is a resource, what safety resources can she or he draw on when needed? What are the key safe scouting tools to promote and maintain a safe environment in your unit? Youth protection and barriers to abuse is job one. Youth protection and barriers to abuse are 24/7, throughout all activities, never forgotten. Safety moments are a quick safety reminder at the beginning of each meeting, campout, or event. We want to keep safety top of mind in everything we do in Scouting. Safety moments are quick reminders of any number of subjects. Something an activity at a meeting is about. Cold weather precautions before a winter campout. Or you can do it on a subject you think is important. A link to National Safety Moment webpage is available on the Suffolk County Council Safety webpage. There are numerous safety moments available on a wide range of subjects. Remember, it's quick, not detailed, and usually will be a safety reminder. Age-appropriate guidelines and guide to safe scouting is your main resource. Age-appropriate activities, needed safety equipment, and activities permitted and not permitted all go into delivering a safe program. The age-appropriate guidelines in the Guide to Safe Scouting is a good first resource. The SAFE checklist is a unit safety champion's on-hand resource. S. Appropriate adult supervision. A. Assessment of activity risk. F. Fitness and skill of youth and adults for planned activities. And E. Equipment and environment for planned events. The Safe Transportation Checklist is an expanded list of all the items that can be checked on the vehicle and driver transporting youth and adults to and from events. Yes, we check for licensed drivers with appropriate insurance, but there are a number of other items to be checked that can prevent an accident in the first place. Violent Intruder Protocol. School shootings and violent intruder events have unfortunately become frequent. Everyone in your unit needs to know what to do in the event of a violent intruder, particularly identifying exit routes in advance. There is a safety moment on CDC recommendations on scouting.org that gives the best advice we know of in the event of a violent intruder. District Safety Champion. If you still have questions, your District Safety Champion is your go-to resource to get safe scouting answers. They are the safety resources that the Unit Safety Champion and unit leadership can draw on. And there is a District Safety Champion for each Suffolk County Council district. There is an important clarification on safety tool use. Not all safety tools will be used at the same time. Which tool you use is activity-specific. For example, troops won't need to use National's Campout Safety Checklist for a troop meeting, or file an incident report when there's no event to report. Contact your District Safety Champion only when you need help with any of these tools. We've got your back. More training will be coming on how and when to use safety tools. For now, to simplify your access to these safety tools, we've streamlined how to get them. Access to these toolkit items and your District Safety Champion contact information are available at www.sccbsa.org/safety. There is an additional information gathering tool that helps improve safe scouting nationally when something happens. Let's take a minute to talk about incident reporting. What is incident reporting? It's National Council's information gathering tool when adverse incidents happen. Filing an incident report can help make scouting safer nationally. Incident reporting is not for assignment of blame. If a reportable incident occurred in your unit, it documents what happened. It's to gather facts. It's an opportunity to promote continuous safety improvement of our programs. The same type of incident could occur in other units. From incident reports, National and Council can compile reported incident and update policies and guidelines to prevent additional occurrences. Here's an example. National received a number of reports on injuries while playing Gaga ball. Gaga safety protocols were reviewed to see what improvements can be made to minimize these injuries. Incident reporting feedback from your unit is an important part of reducing injuries, whatever the activity. When appropriate, changes are made to documents like the Guide to Safe Scouting and age-appropriate guidelines. Not all incident reports will result in a policy change. But your report, taken with incident reports from other units, could collectively point out a need to make changes to improve safety. Your unit can be part of improving safety. Let's look at how to file an incident report and the forms to use. This is the National Council's Incident Report infographic. Filing an incident report is a relatively easy process that just requires attention to the details of the incident. There are 3 different incident reports. Which one you use depends on what type of incident occurred. They are all available as an updatable PDF on www.sccbsa.org/safety. The Incident Information Reporting Form. This form is used to report all injuries, illnesses, and incidents during scouting activities or on council-owned properties that require the intervention of a medical provider beyond basic scout-rendered first aid. Medical assistance from an EMT, a trip to urgent care, emergency room, or a doctor's office are reported with this form. Any discovered COVID-19 infection at a scout activity should also be reported with this form. The Youth Protection Membership Infraction Reporting Form. This form is used to report all allegations of abuse, violations of BSA guidelines or policies, inappropriate behavior by a scout or scout leader, parent, or other. The Near-Miss Incident Information Report Form. This form is used when something happened but no one was hurt. Some near-miss reports can be made when no one was hurt but could have been hurt. It can be used when someone sees the potential for injury in an activity and the reporter thinks or suggests a way to reduce the risk of injury or property damage. Completed incident reports should be sent to your district executive, who will review. Council will enter incident reports in the National Reporting Database. How do you determine if you should file an incident report? It's easy. Let me show you an aid to help you decide if you should file a report. All you need to do is follow this chart to determine what type of incident you are considering reporting. Answer each question yes or no to find out if you should file a report or not. You may find in some cases a report is optional. Based upon your answers, choose which reporting tool is needed to document your incident. The Incident Information Reporting Form, the Youth Protection Membership Infraction Form, or the Near-Miss Form. Contact your district executive, district safety champion, or unit commissioner with questions or for assistance. Then submit your completed report to Council for filing with National BSA. The Incident Reporting Infographic and the Incident Reporting Forms are available at www.sccbsa.org/safety. All this brings us back to safety is everybody's job. The joint effort for everyone's safety. In summary, remember that there are safety resources you and unit leadership can draw on for a safe unit. The safe scouting resources we've covered are the essential parts of delivering your program correctly and safely. It starts with having position-trained leaders who also understand the safe scouting program. Ongoing use of these resources makes for a safe unit for both youth and adults. Consciousness of safe scouting at all times will make these resources work for you. There's also council support available. Suffolk County Council Risk Management Committee. We are fortunate to have a council-level group of very knowledgeable and very dedicated individuals supporting and facilitating safety in the council. By using their experience from both inside and outside of scouting, they've identified safe scouting's best practices to ensure everyone's safe. Suffolk County Council's Safe Scouting webpage, www.sccbsa.org/safety. All of the resources we've discussed can be easily found at the Suffolk County Council Scouting Safely webpage. Think of it as your one-stop resource of where to find the latest and best information. We do our best to keep it up to date. Like life, the only constant is change. Unit Commissioners. Unit Commissioners are always a resource, not only for safety, but for any scouting question you have. They can direct you to the right person or safety resource when the situation arises. District Safe Scouting Champions. And we're back to our District Safety Champions. District Safety Champions are your go-to resource with questions. They are your respective district contacts for both the Unit Safety Champion and unit leadership. Anyone can contact them for direction and guidance. The names and contact information for both the District Safety Champions and Key Enterprise Risk Management Committee contacts are listed at the bottom of the Suffolk County Council Safety webpage, www.sccbsa.org/safety. To sum up this training, we make a commitment to safe scouting when we register with the Boy Scouts of America. A personal commitment contained in Item 3 of the Scouters' Code of Conduct. I will make the protection of youth a personal priority. I will complete and remain current with youth protection training requirements. I will be familiar with and follow BSA youth protection policies and guidelines, including mandatory reporting. The Guide to Safe Scouting. Safe. Collectively, we can ensure the best that scouting has to offer, to everyone. Thank you. We strongly encourage using this safe scouting program. And units recruit a unit safety champion to ensure National BSA's safety requirements. It's also the best way to avoid having to explain to a parent how their daughter or son was injured during a scouting activity. Even better for the youth who wasn't injured. And thank you for your commitment to youth, keeping them safe, and reviewing this training. Our goal is to build and maintain a culture of safety across all of Scouting. Always remember, the Unit Safety Champion and Unit Commissioner are facilitators of a strong program and unit safety culture. You can share this training with your unit leaders and parents so they can understand and ensure safe scouting. More safety training will be coming to support your unit to make safety a straightforward, streamlined process to support your program. To repeat, all the resources you need are available on the Suffolk County Council Safe Scouting webpage. We're constantly updating it. A conversation with your district safety champion can answer any question you have. Your unit commissioner can also help you, or you can contact the council safety leaders. Thank you for what you do for the youth of Suffolk County. Let's keep them safe.